Friends, any work can be done in two ways. One is deep work and one is shallow work. Shallow work means doing any work on an appropriate level. Never do it deeply, and deep work is to get into it completely. If you don't know anything, you are completely lost in that work. That means we did as much of our work as we could do perfectly. We know as much as we could know about it. And the fun thing is that all the world-class geniuses, world-class artists, when they are in the mood to work, they go deep into that work. They do not know anything about it. They do it so carefully, and when the output comes out, the world is in its glory. More than half of the people in this world are doing shallow work. They only work to finish the work, and they do the work in such a way that the work is known as their work. Friends, Cal Newport is a very good writer, and he has told many amazing things in his deep work, which can make your focus very strong in this distraction. And he tells you how deep work can change your life. And believe me, I have tried many of them, and the results are unbelievable. The first point is practice low stimulation. If I say in Hindi, then practice less. And if I say in an easy language, then learn to be bored. Our play is overstimulated. Overstimulated means that our brain is very fast these days, and we started getting a lot of fun. There was nothing like this before that our mind started getting fun. But now, open any social media. You will get the fun right away. If we sit somewhere and get bored for a minute, then we will open our phone for no reason, and we will start finding the fun in it, and our brain is used to being bored of it. Now, if we try to do deep work, and try to work hard, then our mind needs some more fun after a while, because it is used to being bored, and we don't like it at all because we didn't get used to boredness. And that's why I will tell you to mind to get some fun, that you do some work, and that you will get some fun. And then we will start doing something in between which our mind will be distracted and our mind will get fun. But if you practice low stimulation, that is, if you get bored by enjoying your mind less, then your brain will get low stimulated in time. Cal Newport tells you in his book Deep Fark that you can only focus on anything when your brain is low stimulated. Cal Newport often works to increase his focus on which he is bored. For example, read the terms and conditions of 1 hour for an hour. See how many grains of rice are in 250 grams of rice. And there are many other things where we are very bored. There is a lot of torture on our mind, and they themselves get rid of those things which give them instant gratification like Instagram Reel and YouTube Shorts. And instead of this, they do that work which is low stimulated like reading a book. Now the question comes here that what can you do to lower stimulate your brain? It is very simple to work like this which is boring to you and work with this which is where your mind is very low stimulated. And you don't have to do anything for an hour in a day. You have to sit in one place. Don't wake up. Don't move. Don't call. Don't study nothing. Nothing means nothing. Your mind will tell you again and again that you have to move. Move a little, you have to do something, but you don't have to do anything. You have to let your mind get bored. And when you do this, you will notice that after 25 minutes, you will go to a level of consciousness. You will get a chance to think about your mind. You have to think about your life, which you never thought before. You will have new ideas. You will have new clarity in your life. And if you do this, for an hour in a day, then your brain will become very low stimulant and your focus will increase by 10 times more because now your mind is used to getting bored. Your mind has learned to get bored. So if your mind has learned to get bored, then during work, if you get bored, then you will not have any problem. You will not be distracted to make your focus deeper. There is a second point, switch off autopilot mode. We do 40% of what we do in a day because of our habits. You must have noticed that you do many things automatically you don't think about. Anything like if you wake up early in the morning, then you will wake up early automatically, no matter how much time you slept. If you have to use a lot of phone, then your hand will start to pick up the phone automatically without any reason. If you have to do any work, then you start doing every work and you start to get bored. And there are many bad habits that you don't know which automatically make you work, and that's why you have to switch off autopilot mode. And to switch it off, you have to make a task grid which you have to divide into 4 columns. In horizontal column you will get inattractive and attractive, and in vertical column you will get productive and unproductive. In this way, whatever you do in a day, all the work comes in 4 categories. First, work is inattractive and productive. That means you don't like it, but it is productive, and that's why we say that you have to do the necessary work which is necessary. For example, your work is unattractive but productive, you have to do it. Second is unattractive and unproductive. We call it unnecessary work, which is not necessary. You don't like it, and unproductive work is not necessary. After that, this work which is attractive and productive, we call it purposeful work. 1. Unattractive and productive. You don't like it, but it's productive. That's why we say the necessary work is what you need to do. For example, your work is unattractive but productive. 2. unattractive, and unpredictable. That's why we say unnecessary work is not necessary. You don't like it, and unpredictable work is not necessary. 3. Attractive and productive. That's why we say purposeful work is what you need to do. That means you need to do what you enjoy and it's productive. 4. Distracting work is what you like, but it's not necessary. You like to run a phone, but it's not necessary. 5. Talking between work and what you enjoy. All these work are attractive, but unpredictable. That's why we say distracting work is what you don't want to do. You should focus on purposeful and necessary work. That way you will know what you want to do and what you don't want to do, and your autopilot mode will be off. Next point is, use your attention space wisely. First, let me tell you what attention space is. We say the ability to focus on something in your mind and process it. We say attention space. For example, you are driving and you saw a traffic signal, and your mind will see the signal and process it. What do we need to do according to the signal? Look at this big circle once. This is your attention space, which is limited. That means this is your attention space, and this small circle is showing you the pain. This is your task. If you focus on one more task, you will see that these small circles are being able to use very little attention. That means your attention on any task is very little. But if we don't focus on different tasks and focus on one task, then you will see that this circle occupies so much space. That means it uses so much attention. The focus on one task will be extreme. Now let's talk about how to practice hyperfocus. Hyperfocus is your product mode, and hyperfocus has 4 stages. First, you have to choose a meaningful task in which you have to pay attention. Whether you can achieve your goal or not depends on how clear your goal is. First, you have to see which task you want to do in your heart. Fix it. Then you have to finish the external and internal distractions. Don't disturb your phone while sitting on the AC. Keep your phone on flight mode so that no call or notification is sent. Then you can start working. Third stage is when you start working. Put your entire focus on your work. Fourth stage is when your focus is running. Then you have to go back to your work, because after you focus, the focus will be on your mind, and bring it back to the place. And in Bhagavad Gita, it is also said that your mind is very small. If you put your mind to work, it will run away from there. If you put it back to work, it will run away from there. If you put it back to work, it will run away again. And this can also come into control by doing it again and again. Now let's talk about the skater focus. The way hyperfocus changes the product, the same way skater focus changes creativity. Kelly Uphold tells you that you have to do a little mindless activity for a while in which your mind should not be thought. I.J. Newton also had a gravity idea when he was sitting free under the apple tree. You must have also seen that most ideas come only when you are not doing it. You are going to work or you are sitting free. And this focus is called skater focus, because when you are not doing anything, your brain connects the dots of things learned in the past, and you get a solution for most of the problems only when you are not doing anything. And you will connect this point with low stimulation, because we also talked about this, that you don't have to do anything. You have to be bored. Now let's see the study of this video in a short time. What have we talked about? First of all, we talked about the world-class artists who are geniuses. They work with hyperfocus, and in Deep Work book, many things have been told that we can achieve hyperfocus. The first point was low stimulation. So pour your mind. After that comes the switch of autopilot mode. And to close this autopilot mode, you have to make a task grid, and you have to do necessary and purposeful work. You don't have to do anything other than this, whether you like it or not. After that, I told you that there are 4 stages of hyperfocus. First, you have to choose which work you have to focus on. After that, remove all the distractions, then put your whole focus on one work. And the 4th stage, your focus will run here and there, and then you have to read it again. Your mind will be in control when you do this again and again. And last day, we talked about the skater focus to increase your creativity. Friends, if you find this video helpful, don't forget to share it. And to not miss our new videos and to connect with us, please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon. I will meet you in the next video.